Oh, my mom was just talking to me about this HPV vaccine the other day.
I don't like needles. And besides, my parents think the vaccine's too new. They don't want my sister getting it.
What is HPV anyway?
I learned about it in health class. It's like the most common STD or something.
They're actually called STIs now.
Whatever, you know what I mean.
Hey, shh. The movie's about to start.
Well, Emma, your checkup went great. Do you have any questions for me?
Well, actually, yes. I've been hearing a lot about HPV. What is it?
HPV is the human papillomavirus. It's a very common virus that can be spread through sex to men and women. There are several different types of the virus. Some cause cancer and some cause genital warts.
Warts? That's disgusting.
I know it's embarrassing, but they're actually really common and can be treated. What worries me more is your risk of cervical cancer.
Cervical cancer?
The cervix is the bottom part of the uterus that holds a baby in place when you're pregnant. Some types of HPV can cause cancer, and it may take years to show up, so you may not even know you have it.
I learned in class that some STIs can be prevented by condoms. Can HPV?
Condoms are important to think about, but because this virus lives on the skin, it can be spread through sex even if you're using condoms.
Well, I don't want to catch this. What can I do?
Well, I'm glad you've asked. When you become sexually active, it'll be important that we schedule a cervical cancer check once a year. There are also vaccines available that can prevent HPV. They're really safe, and they actually work better if you get them before you're sexually active.
Can only girls get this vaccine?
No, there's one available for guys as well. It prevents certain kinds of cancer and stops them from spreading this to their partners. I'm really glad that you asked these questions, even though they're embarrassing or hard to talk about. If you've got any questions down the road, please just ask so that together we can make healthy decisions.
Absolutely.
Great.
I just don't understand why they're giving the vaccine to girls so young. I mean, Hannah's not having sex. She's only 12.
Well, she will be one day, when it said in the handout that giving her the vaccine and she's young will work better.
But I think it's too new. How do we know it's safe?
I don't know, but the vaccine's been out for a while now. Why would Health Canada approve something that they weren't sure was safe?
Hannah, dinner's ready! So Hannah, your father and I, we were talking about the HPV vaccine. What do you think?
Well, I'm just worried. All the girls last year have been making such a big deal about it.
What do you mean?
Well, they were telling us how much it hurt and freaking out and stuff.
Well, you know how dramatic some girls can be.
Yeah, and you had a vaccine last year. What's the difference?
Nothing. I guess I'm just nervous.
Me too, Hannah. I think I'm gonna call your doctor.
Sarah, thanks for sitting with me, but I don't know about this. I am so freaked out. I can't stand needles.
You are a complete drama queen. Nah, it's gonna hurt so bad.
Oh my gosh.
Seriously, Nicole, don't worry about it. My cousin had it done last year and she said it was no big deal. People just exaggerate.
You think?
Oh yeah, just relax.
You're right. I better man up.
Yeah, Nicole, man up.
Hi.
Bye.
Are you ready?
I guess so. That's it. That's it?
See? It was nothing.
I guess you were right.
I've always gone for my yearly doctor's appointments, so when the cervical cancer test came back abnormal, I wasn't too concerned. I was young and healthy. The doctors were optimistic. Abnormal results are common, and many clear up on their own. I just needed some more testing to be sure. The more testing that was done, the more invasive the tests became. My situation became serious, and I was sent to see a cancer specialist. I wasn't so confident anymore. Once they checked all the test results, I got the news. I had cervical cancer. So many questions, so many fears. How did this happen? What do I do next? Why me? Why now? I didn't know much about cervical cancer. I know women are supposed to get their yearly checkups, but I didn't even really know why. I learned that cervical cancer is caused by HPV, a sexually transmitted infection. But how is this possible? I married my high school sweetheart. We've been going out since we were 18. How could something like this happen to me? Why? When? How? The emotional and mental stress took a toll on me. The doctors emphasized that why I got this wasn't important. It needed to be treated. I was given 3 options. Radiation, which would destroy my ovaries and mean I could not have children. A hysterectomy, which would remove most of my reproductive system, leave my ovaries, and maybe I could have a surrogate carry my baby. Or try a brand new procedure where they remove layers of my cervix where the cancer was and leave the rest of my cervix functioning with a permanent stitch. I chose option 3 with the hopes of one day being able to carry a child of my own. Before the surgery, I had to give the doctor permission to do a hysterectomy in case the cancer was worse than expected. Luckily, it wasn't worse. The doctor only had to remove 1 layer of my cervix, and after a few follow-up appointments to make sure the surgery was a success, I am now cancer-free. It's been just over a year since my surgery, and in that time, I've had nearly 30 different medical appointments, tests, and procedures. Still, I need to see the specialist every few months and have to do this for 5 years to make sure the cancer doesn't come back, each time wondering and hoping the test results will be clear. Now, even though I am cancer-free, I'm not totally worry-free. My husband and I want to start to have a family. Actually, we had just started trying when I got my first abnormal test results. But I know that because of my surgery, my chances of getting pregnant are less, I have an increased chance of miscarrying, and my cervix is not as strong as it used to be. So I'll have a high-risk pregnancy and have to deliver by cesarean section. This experience has had a profound effect on my life. I promised myself if I could tell my story to educate others, I would, because cervical cancer is preventable. If I have a son or daughter of my own one day, I'll choose to get them vaccinated.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that serious.
I know.
A lot of thought and action has gone into making this video. So we really hope that you'll take its messages to heart as you think about getting an HPV vaccine. At Public Health, we're all about promoting health, preventing disease, and getting our facts straight. So we understand the importance of making the right decision. I also understand that this might be a difficult decision for you to make. So I do hope that as you go about this, you get your facts from a reliable source. and that is not always the first couple of hits that come up when you use a search engine. As a public health professional, I am convinced that these are safe vaccines, and as an Ontario doctor, your life is my life's work.